What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're gonna go through the House of Creed. So I have a few samples that I will try and I will share my opinion with you guys. So if you think that you're paying a lot of money to get the most unique scents that are around, then you're not gonna like this house, okay? This is a very mass appealing house that makes perfumes that are easy to wear and quite easy to like, but don't really have that unique kind of vibe that a person would be looking for in a niche house. All right, they're wearable, but they don't scream masterpiece. None of them do. Honestly, I find most of them to be quite screechy, quite sharp, and a lot of them are quite difficult to love. So I will be talking about 6 or 7 of the most known perfumes from this house. And I also want to share with you the fact that I went to a store when I was in the Caribbean that had pretty much the whole line. I tried all the female perfumes from the House of Creed, and I didn't like any of them. None. Okay, so I would never pay that kind of money for a bottle of female perfume from Creed because, to be honest, they're not unique. Some of them don't really smell that good. Okay, they put me off to a certain extent, and they're way overpriced. I also tried some from the exclusive line, including Giardino di Amalfi, which I did not like at all. There's some sort of fecal note, probably because of the jasmine, and all of the dirty stuff from the jasmine comes out in that perfume. I tried a few more that I didn't like, and especially when you're considering that the price of those perfumes from the private collection from Creed are like twice what the actual normal perfume from this brand are. It's completely ridiculous. Okay, the only good thing is the bottle. The bottle looks quite amazing, but what am I gonna do? Buy a perfume because the bottle looks good? No way. That being said, when it comes to the rest of the line, I tried a few that I do not have there. I tried Tabarum, which I disliked completely. I tried the sandalwood based perfume, Santal something, that I disliked right away, and you can totally tell it's a synthetic sandalwood. I tried the Vetiver based fragrance, which is not Vetiver. It put me off right away. I tried most of them, honestly. So the ones I have here, a few I really like, a few I dislike, a few are like I don't really care for them, but I don't love any of them. None. So I would never buy a bottle if the price is the full price. Okay, I would only get a few of them on discount on a few special websites that either sell testers or discounted bottles. So let's start off with Millesime Imperial. Okay, so this is very hyped up, very talked about. The bottle is gorgeous, honestly. If the perfume was just as gorgeous as the bottle, I would get it right away. But unfortunately, it isn't. Apparently, this is Jay-Z's perfume, but he's a rock star. He can wear whatever he wants. Freaking rapper. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rock star, and I can't really pull this off. Number one, because it doesn't smell that good. It smells kind of sharp. It's a watermelon, fruity, lemony perfume that lasts 1 hour on your skin if you're lucky. And to be honest, it's not that balanced, not that appealing when it comes to me. Women might like this kind of DNA, but me as a man, as a connoisseur of perfumes, I totally discard this kind of DNA. Number one, because I smelled more than 1,000 perfumes and I know what kind of potential there is out there. Number two, this is not worth the price tag. Number three, it lasts no time, 0 performances. And number four, it's just not the kind of DNA that I'm looking for in a perfume. Okay, so this might be okay when it's hot, but only if you keep reapplying it every 1 or 2 hours. Otherwise, it doesn't smell that good to me. So Millesime Imperial actually is a big pass for me. Next we have Viking, which is one of the newest release. This is based on mint and green notes, obviously the typical ambergris base. And this is another pass. This is a complete utter pass. It doesn't smell unique enough to warrant such a high price tag. It doesn't smell that mass appealing. It's kind of well made, but it's not unique. It's not deep. It's just this greenish, minty, lemony perfume that doesn't even smell that good. All right, so you either like mint, which I only like my mint in my toothpaste, or you probably will not fall in love with this perfume. I certainly didn't, will never even think about getting a bottle of it. Next we have Virgin Island Water. Virgin Island Water is basically a pina colada in a bottle. All right, so if you're a woman, you can pull it off. If you're a man, you might want to spray this on you maybe once a month whenever you want to be transported on a beach sipping a cocktail based on pineapple and coconut, but this is a bit too sweet. I recognize that it's kind of pleasing and most women will actually like it, but it's not really the type of masculine fragrance that a man should be wearing, okay, unless this is your personal taste. It isn't mine. Typically I like to wear fougères, I like to wear well-made chypre, I like to wear orientals, but definitely not this sort of DNA. So would I even think about buying a bottle of this? Hell no. All right. Would I buy it for my girlfriend? Probably not, because it's still too expensive. If I get it on discount, I could think about it, but you might as well get Gorse. Gorse is another kind of maybe clone from a house perfume brand based in London, not sure London, but in England for sure. And it's pretty much 1/3 of the price and smells exactly the same. So we'll just go for that. Next, we have Royal Oud. Okay, so I haven't smelled this in a while, but what I remember is that this has pretty much zero oud. They should actually change the name. Let's spread it on the side. So I'm just gonna smell a hand. This is straight up cedar wood, guys. Straight up cedar with some zesty, zingy notes. It's kind of effervescent. It will get richer and a bit more complex as it dries down, but not too complex, okay? This is a very straightforward house. Doesn't change much during time except for Aventus, which is probably my favorite from the whole house. Not because everybody talks about it, not because it's so hyped up, but because it actually smells like it's almost worth the price tag. Would I pay the full $350, $400 for it? Never in my whole life, okay? If I can get it for a discounted price, I will take it. If I can't, forget about it. So yeah, this is a woody, green, herbal scent, but the name Oud is very misleading. This is not oud. There is no oud in this fragrance. None. Good fragrance, but misleading. After we have Green Irish Tweed, which is another hyped up fragrance. This has been out for 30 years. It's just as the name of the bottle says, it's a green fragrance. This is like walking into a dewy morning field with grass and just some sort of aquatic theme surrounding you. I'm not a huge fan on aquatic scents. This has probably some cologne note, which is the typical note of aquatic scents. But honestly, even though I really don't like aquatic scents, this is actually wearable. This is one of those perfumes that I would probably buy on a discount. But it's so similar to a few other perfumes that are 1/10 of the price that I'm not really sure it's worth it, okay? Quality is quite undeniable. And it's probably one of the top 4 perfumes from this house that I like, but not sure I would actually get it. Not really sure. Probably not in the end of the day. What I would actually buy, even though not for a full price, is Royal Water. Now, Royal Water is probably the most underrated perfume from this house. It's based on the notes of lemons, green notes, and musks and ambergris. And it's pretty much a bomb when it comes to performance and sillage. Really, this is the kind of scent that you put it on in the morning, you put 3 sprays, it will fill up most of your house, okay, and it will stick on your skin for at least 8 hours, even though it's a fresh scent. They probably went for an overdose of ambergris and musks and all sorts of musks in order to make this scent stick, and it sticks. And the feeling that you will get with this is like straight out of the shower with a very high quality soap. Alright, so this screams clean, clean, clean. If you're into the barbershop type of fragrance, citrusy barbershop fragrance, this is the one for you. Probably along with Aventus and Royal Oud, my favorite one from the whole house. I would buy it, yes, but not for a full price. So if I find a good tester, I'll probably buy it. If not, then I can certainly live without it. None of these perfumes make me wanna go ahead and buy and pay the full price for them. None, not even Aventus. Talking about Aventus, the next one is the most famous perfume in the history of niche brands. Okay, so this is the most copied perfume. This is probably my favorite one, along with Royal Water and Royal Oud. Not because it's so hyped up, but because it actually smells good. It smells super masculine. It smells mass appealing. It smells like something that when it first came out, it hadn't been done, never, because this is like full on birch tar, pineapple accord, with the typical ambergris from the house, which is very high quality, musky, super high quality stuff, quite long lasting. It changes according to where you are wearing it. So if you're in a cold weather city, it will basically enhance a certain type of notes. If you're in a hot weather island, it will enhance other types of accords. Smoky, pineapple-y, everything has been said about this scent. I would never pay full price for Creed Aventus, but I would actually get a small bottle if I can get a decent price. So that was a review of the House of Creed, which I can honestly say is not my favorite house. On the contrary, I find it very overhyped up. It's overpriced. It's not unique enough. Okay, so there is quite some craftsmanship that has been put into these scents, but not enough to warrant the purchase of a bottle for the full price. Not at all, especially from the exclusive lines, which is quite ridiculous. Okay, weak scents that smells like many other perfumes for 1/10 of the price. And also, what doesn't really click with me is the whole history that this brand has been doing perfumes for the royal family since 17, I don't know what. There is hardly any proof for that, so that's another thing that kind of puts me off when it comes to Creed fragrances. Nevertheless, I like Aventus, I like Royal Water, I like Royal Oud, and I kind of like Green Irish Tweed, but they're not worth the full price. Okay, so again, I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, go ahead and you can comment, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.